Maine State House recognized a lifetime of local scouting tonight at the Dexter Town Council meeting. Andrew Mitchell was involved with the Boy Scouts of America in his youth. For the last 21 years, he served in various roles across Dexter's scout troop, including Scout Master. Now he is retiring, leaving behind a legacy of 12 Dexter Eagle Scouts. Mitchell was surprised with a presentation from State Representative Steve Foster. Afterwards, the town celebrated his achievement at the VFW Hall. Although Mitchell says it was a surprise, he said there were some indications that something was up.
I'm just glad I got the support group that I have. Being a scoutmaster isn't just a one-person's job. There's many other people that are involved. Support the local organizations if they come knocking on the door trying to sell you popcorn or whatever. I mean, it's a great program.
Mitchell will continue to serve as president of the Wassaquag Snowmobile Club.